You're scrolling on TikTok and suddenly you see a video of a grainy 2008 iPod commercial. The music hits, the silhouette dancers are vibing, and for some reason, you feel a weird pang in your chest. Even though you were barely old enough to remember it, you feel nostalgic. But why? Why is Gen Z, arguably the most tech-savvy, future-facing generation, so obsessed with the past? Gen Z romanticizes eras they never even experienced. This is called anemoia, nostalgia for a time you never lived through. How does that happen? The internet has immortalized past decades, making them feel ever present. Selective memory. We only see the highlights, cool clothes, fun music, and simpler times, without the context of real-world struggles. Social media glorifies retro culture, making it feel more appealing than the chaotic present. Movies and TV shows reinforce an idealized version of past eras, making them seem like the golden years. Gen Z grew up hearing stories about better times from older generations, creating a longing for something they never actually lived through. Escaping the modern chaos. Let's be honest. Life today is exhausting. The world feels more unstable than ever. Pandemics, economic crises, political turmoil. Social media creates an always-on culture that's mentally draining. We're constantly bombarded with bad news, making the past seem like a safe escape. The rise of AI and automation makes people feel like life is moving too fast to keep up. Burnout is at an all-time high, making people long for a simpler time before constant digital overload. Psychologists say nostalgia acts as a coping mechanism. When the present feels uncertain, we cling to the past for comfort, even if we never lived it. It's a mental time machine that transports us to an era that feels more stable, even if it wasn't. Digital burnout and the need for simplicity. Ever feel like you're drowning in notifications? That's because you are. In 2012, the average person spent 90 minutes a day on their phone. In 2023, nearly 7 hours. The average Gen Z spends over 10 hours a day looking at screens. Attention spans have shrunk significantly due to constant scrolling. Older tech, flip phones, disposable cameras, iPods, offer an escape from digital overload. They let you be present without the constant pressure to be online. But it's not just about tech, it's also about lifestyle. Slow living, handwritten letters, and even old-school dating styles are romanticized as a way to escape the pressures of modern life. The big problem: is it all a lie? Here's the harsh truth. The past wasn't always better. The early 2000s, economic crashes, flip phones that barely worked, and MySpace drama. The 90s, clunky computers, slow internet, and no streaming. The 80s, Cold War anxiety, no Google, and hair gel abuse. What we love isn't the past itself. It's the way it makes us feel. Nostalgia tricks our brain into remembering only the good parts, filtering out the bad. The reality? Each decade had its own problems, but when we look back, we tend to see things through a soft, romanticized filter. The bright colors, the catchy music, the carefree vibe, it's all a well-curated illusion. What does this mean for the future? So, if we're so obsessed with the past, what happens next? Will we keep recycling trends forever? Are we running out of new ideas? Or are we just trying to find comfort in an increasingly chaotic world? Could nostalgia actually shape the future, influencing music, fashion, and even technology? One thing's for sure, nostalgia isn't going anywhere. It's a natural part of the human experience, and Gen Z just happens to be better at curating and repackaging it. Gen Z doesn't crave the past because it was better. They crave the feeling of stability, simplicity, and connection that it represents. And in a world that's moving faster than ever, can you really blame them? What do you think? Is nostalgia a way to escape reality, or is it shaping our future in unexpected ways? Let me know in the comments. If you found this interesting, check out this next video. It dives even deeper into why nostalgia makes you sad. And if you're someone who constantly finds themselves longing for the past, you're not alone. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on more deep dives into the psychology of why we feel the way we do. Let's keep the conversation going.